My name is Jason. Welcome back to Professor Sports Cards, where we go over anything and everything card related. And every episode we start with a card, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, 1 being the easiest. Yesterday's episode was a 1. I'd put this card at a 3. I did try to hide any more hints. Anyways, comment below. At the end of the video, we'll go over this card, the player, and the chart. Comment below who is the player and what year. What year is the card?
Yeah! Now, I'm gonna let you hold the belt. What a thrill, ain't that something?
Today we start with some vintage that's not sports. It's a 1924 Ogden's Leaders of Men. This is Leaders of Men, and it's Abraham Lincoln. I believe this is his rookie card. Next to me in this video, I'll put the price that this is selling for. I have no idea. I'd say a good price for this is $200 or less, $200 or more. I have no idea what these go for, but anything under $200 seems like a steal for an Abraham Lincoln 1924, 100 years ago. This was made 100 years ago this year. Picked up my first vintage non-sports card at a local show yesterday. And he makes a joke about every time I look at it, I can't help but hear the Abraham Lincoln whitest kid you know.
What? What? Hey! What? What?
Honestly, a great rookie card. Historical fact, 10 southern states refused to put Lincoln on the ballot in 1860 election. Now, this is not a history book. This is just some dude posting on social media, but I don't see why they would make that up. I was not aware of that until now. Thanks for the info. Just a fun, interesting fact, I guess. Leaders of Men are going up in price. Again, I'll try to post some of those prices next to me. I'm very curious. This might be a great set to look into if something you're interested in. Really, I did not know that. I just looked at the checklist and it had some iconic people in there. Next comment. I sold that set many times on eBay. Next set, first edition from, I don't set, save the card, he says. Save the card. I have the Napoleon. So here's the Napoleon. Oh, goodness. That's in too good a shape. I would doubt that that is real. Who knows? But that looks like a reprint to me. It just looks too beautiful to be 100 years old. Let's look at the Lincoln. Yeah, the Lincoln's also pretty nice looking for 100 years old. Sticking with vintage, I thought this was too interesting or too insightful not to post. Total nonsense. My buddy found this in a box of World War II memorabilia he bought. It says, update, the card did have photos shared to another individual and it's been sold. So he's saying the card's been sold. Here is the card in question. It's a Honus Wagner. This came out of a Caramel cigarette pack, if I said that right. This is not his 1909 T206, but this is definitely over 100 years old. Not quite sure the exact year. If we scroll down, I thought someone had... Here we go. We'll figure out the exact year right here. Oh, it is a 1909. Okay, it's him throwing the ball. So this is... Yeah, it says looks fake to me, this guy that owns this card here. It's so hard to tell, but that's the point. Is this card is 120-something years old. This card is expensive. Maybe it's real. For me as a buyer, I would never take the chance. If you offer that to me for $10, let's go. I'll give you $10. If you offer it to me for $50, I'd highly have to think about it because the upside is incredibly high. Anything other than that, you're taking a complete risk and gamble.
Elephant Park, yes.
Give the 100 rupees.
Okay.
I saw you.
I don't want to. I want to
100
walk.
rupees.
I want to walk.
100 rupees.
I don't.
Anything that's not in a slab where it hasn't had other eyes on it, everything I gather, it looks decent enough. But you don't know the real story on any of these cards, and you don't know... It's just hard to tell. So what I would say is if you ever found yourself with a deal like this, if you can get it cheap enough where it's... you don't mind losing that money to a fake card, go for it. But it's really hard for me to say, hey, go spend $1,000 on this raw Honus Wagner, hope that it's real so you cash in and make bank. And a lot of people here are saying fake. I also think a lot of people don't have a clue. Just that's the instinct to say. Interesting, I saw this posted somewhere else, someone asking if it was real because it was for sale on Marketplace. That is interesting. Local guy selling... claiming real. I'm not confident when they say found it along with some old World War II papers. Any thoughts? I mean, this is red flags all over the place. And again, if it's real, this guy should get it slabbed himself or get some authentication for it so he can make some real money. But I'm not calling anybody out. I would never pony up the big bucks. And it's really here. I mean, this is the right comment. Only one way to find out SGC that bad boy. And that's right. I mean, the only reason I feel someone wouldn't do that is, one, they know nothing about cars, just want to get rid of it. But more likely, they're getting rid of something that ain't real, or something that maybe
Ganga donation, Ganga Aarti, Ganga maintenance.
Oh, I see.
As we wind this up, I'm not sure what else to say. What's the max you would pay for this raw to take the risk? What would you pay? Comment in below. I think 50 is too high. I'd give someone $20 to own this as a reprint, just to have it, and then, or a fake, and take the risk. God, that means spending another $20 or more to send it in to get it graded. So now you're in the whole $40 to just probably come back not graded. Jeez, I don't know, man. Maybe I'd spend 10. I really wouldn't want to get into this much more because I just don't think it's real based on this.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time because
4 years of hard work, 4 years of dedication. Everything comes down to this moment.
The opening ceremonies take place on Friday, July 26th at noon Eastern time, or 9 o'clock a.m. my time. There's 39 different sports and over 10,000 athletes participating. And really, because 2021 was so weird coming after COVID, it feels like the first normal Summer Olympics or regular Summer Olympics in over 8 years. Archery, I mean, there's how many sports did they say? 39. Do you really want me to list 39? I'll read some of the ones that I find more interesting. Trampoline.
A few skills to go here. Double pike.
Trampoline is in here. You better believe pickleball's coming soon. I could name all, sport climbing, skateboarding, shooting. You don't want to hear me name everything. The ones that matter to me are boxing and basketball, so they'll be up here in B. Boxing is there. Basketball 3-on-3, something new this year. I might check it out. I doubt it keeps my attention, but maybe I'll try it out and see. Artistic swimming. Something I will not be watching. In this box, I'm collecting every single NBA basketball player's rookie card to ever play. Hall of Famers, they get slabbed.
Change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk.
Sticking with the 1996 draft class, Ray Allen is a Hall of Famer and two-time NBA champion. And you could easily say he is on, the top 10 list of best three-point shooters of all time, if not in the top 5. But excellent three-point shooters, and hit one of the biggest three-point shots in recent NBA history with the Heat, beating the San Antonio Spurs and eventually leading the Heat to an NBA championship.
Coming in.
The man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
This man is a psychotic.
so he's great.
Going back to the beginning of the video, if you said Bryce Harper, you would have been right. This is 2012 rookie card of Bryce Harper, his Topps update. In a PSA 9, there are just 1,200 copies, and it's currently selling for $35. Now, you saw the Derek Jeter yesterday have over 20,000 copies of his PSA 9, and it was selling for $28. Now, you see, this card only has 1,200. That's incredible.
The great and powerful Heidi.
It's a lot less, hello. And it's selling for $35. So in the long run, this card, in my opinion, has a better chance of holding price or appreciating, even though Bryce Harper is in no means Derek Jeter on the win America over scale. He's just not the same star. However, he's a future Hall of Famer, and he's one of the best players of his generation. This card has a chance of holding value in the long term. Now, when I say long term, I'm talking long term, after he retires and moving forward. In the short term, who knows? That just matters on his play and home runs and blah, blah, blah. 2 years ago, this card was selling for roughly $50, 40, give or take, 45, and currently selling for roughly about the same amount 2 years later, with a lot of generally below that $40 mark, a lot more below the 40 than above the $40 mark. In a PSA 10, let's check it out. there are quite a bit, and that's why the price doesn't go up a bunch, and not even at all. You might as well get this card in a PSA 10, but there's over 3,000 in a PSA 10. Let's say if there was just 300, this price would skyrocket, but there's just 3,000. It's selling for $85. Is that chart? Yeah, it looks somewhat the same. It was selling for roughly $100 2 years ago, and today we're at 87. And again, you could have found a sale for roughly that 2 years ago with a lot of dives and some prices well above. And currently, again, is PSA 10 rookie card sitting at $85.
Now give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Please, thank you for watching. Hit the like button. It helps grow the show and the channel and the algorithm. It likes engagement. Comment what player do you want me to see? What player do you want to see next in the NBA rookie card collection? Subscribe if you have not. And as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.
I want to throw up. I want to start back. I want to break that. I really want to put my fist right through that glass. I want to put my fist right through that glass, bro. I'm not kidding. I know. I don't get that. I didn't get this upset losing $1,042,000. This hand was just so brutal. So brutal. So brutal. Really so brutal.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.